Hello and welcome to this.
Yep.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives though. Rosie and Tajani are back. We are tired. I think that's
It's been a fucking week.
It's been. The thing is, this week has been 94 days long. I think.
But yet, still not enough hours in the day.
No, there's no time. No time for the things I need to do, but so much time for other people to require things of me.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I haven't been to hospitals. I only had that shit.
So, you know, I said on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, I think I said there is a broken finger coming in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. There's a broken finger.
Broken finger.
Oh, my son broke his finger on his right hand. He's right-handed. It's a whole thing. Oh, yeah.
It's the mental energy, isn't it, of the knock-on of all things at this time of year. Like, if people change... This has happened in my house, where small people have changed their minds about what they would like from Santa.
Oh, yeah, we don't do that.
December. I'm like,
Have you not already sent the letters? Can you not say it's non-negotiable
like, it's
now?
sort of happened now, hasn't it? And it's like, no, but Santa's magic. Oh, we've lost our first tooth in this house today.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It's
well
come
done.
Out, thank God. It's gross looking at that in someone else's head, isn't it?
Listen, it's the tooth for me. Can't do it.
There's just things that are absolutely fine when they're attached to a human and then instantly gross when they're not, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All of the bits that come off.
Yeah.
I don't understand those people who have like boxes of their kids' hair.
Okay, I do.
Okay.
Well, no, I have my son's when we cut his hair off, and I've kept his pony. No, I've kept the whole ponytail.
Right.
I have the full ponytail, still in a hair bubble and everything.
Great.
I put it between two pieces. Remember, I asked you how I store hair, and you told me.
Yeah, in between the tissue paper. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't keep the hair when he had it all cut off.
Yeah. Oh, he had long hair too, didn't he? Well. Yeah. Apart from that, I haven't kept anything else. I don't have their belly buttons or anything like that.
Oh no, no thanks. Hard pass.
No. No.
I just think it's just one of those things that when you die, someone's gonna have to sort out.
Well, then hopefully.
I know, but like my parents haven't got that shit, but I don't want to sort that out when they die.
Yeah, fair.
So unless you're gonna get to 80 and then do a big cull.
But by the time I'm 80, I expect to be like off my tits on some kind of drug, living my life. Like I don't. When I hit 75,
all the more reason not to open a fucking drawer and find a belly button.
Yeah, that if you're doing mushrooms, that is not going to work out well for you.
Teeth.
The bag of teeth will freak you out. Yeah. Now, when I'm like 75, from about the age of 75, I'm fully planning on being high the entire time until I die.
Loads of people at work are talking about microdosing.
Microdosing is huge, yeah.
Is it here? Is that allowed?
Yeah, no, but the people do it, yeah. I know loads of people that do it.
What, with LSD?
LSD and shrooms, yeah.
Shrooms, yeah, but
LSD as well, yeah.
Like a jump.
No, it's the same thing.
I just think at my work, like, there's enough weird shit going on.
Yeah, the costumes would.
So, before we get into it, have you got any words on the street?
No, don't care.
No, we're getting in.
I don't care. We're not talking about anything else, listeners. Nothing is as important as the 3-episode drop of Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Legacy Edition. That's it. That's all we're talking about. So if you were tuning in for all the other episodes of the other shows, then switch off now because you're not getting it.
Which is harsh.
We started off the day going, fuck, there's 3 episodes. We knew that was coming because they do it to us every time.
Watch it all, we said. We knew we were lying to ourselves. We were like, no, I'm busy. I've got hospital appointments. I've got work. I've got things to do. I've got people to feed. And yet we managed. By 11:30, we were like, yeah, I've done it.
100%. 8 a.m. our conversation started. I don't have time. How is there
I'm
3
busy.
episodes?
I am important. Oh, I'm
By
not.
11:30, I'd watched all 3. Oh,
Right, and so I have to hold my hands up because I'm stupid and my brain is like a sieve. So I start watching it and I'm like, I hadn't clocked fully what we were talking about. So I was expecting fucking Brandy and Caroline, and then I'm like, no, it's Legacy.
oh my God. It's not even the same continent.
No, it's nothing. Yeah. So I had that realization, and then I was like, oh. So then and part of me felt like 5% disappointed, and then I was like, no way, this is brilliant.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
So we start.
I'm really, really frustrated because within the first 5 minutes of the show, Ramona had me absolutely howling with laughter. And I don't want to like Ramona. I hate Ramona. She's a deplorable dog shit of a human, but that bitch is great TV. Great
Okay,
TV.
what are you enjoying?
Everything, every single part of Ramona is fantastic. Her eyebrows are awful. They give me joy. She just like, so when they were
always
talking about,
tottering about in those little slippers, all her shoes are the same little tottery heely wedge with
she wore, you know, them plastic shoes you have as a kid.
yes.
That's what she wears, but adult
Yeah.
versions.
Probably not. I bet she's got tiny feet. I bet it's those.
Yeah, maybe. But you know, it was like the opening scenes where they're phoning each other and they're packing.
Yeah.
And Dorinda says something to her and she's like, I'm not talking about this. Why are you bringing this up now? And she just hangs up the phone like, I died. And just like, oh, every part of it, she's just so funny. She's just so funny. I just
love that she doesn't need anyone else. She'll just completely talk to herself. Complete committing to talking to herself. Whereas I think, like, I talk to myself inside my own head, but not out loud. Like, I'm on time. It's 7:07. People have a go at me for half an hour. I never do anything wrong. I'm a nice person. I'm like, well, who are you talking to?
I think she's talking to the camera though. I don't think she's talking to herself. I think she knows that the camera's there and she's talking to the camera.
You're telling me you think she doesn't do that when the camera's not there?
Yeah, actually, when you say it like that, yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. She does. But she's just her. Sonia's lacking for me right now. There's the spark has
She's a
gone
bit
out in Sonia.
broken, isn't she, Sonia?
Is this before or after Crappy Lake? Because in Crappy Lake the lights were fully on.
I think
so.
it's
What was filmed
before.
first? Because it's not. Because it was released first doesn't mean it was filmed first.
I think this is before Crappy Lake.
Because the lights aren't on here. She's not.
No, but she's had this like going away to the desert thing, hasn't she? She's obviously had some like real big financial fuck up. And is that the daughter going to uni?
No, she went to go to. No, she went to. I think she was going to college during.
She says she's an
Housewives.
empty nester.
Yeah, but I think she's moving. I don't think
I think something's happened where the maintenance money has stopped.
Oh.
And she's genuinely like sofa surfing. And that's
the story with
hard.
her in Dorinda's apartment was too much. Like, how do you move into someone's apartment, bring your staff, and then make them sleep on the sofa?
It's magical. It's magical thinking. I just how?
Oh,
I've realised that I'm a bit scared of Dorinda.
You've just realised this now?
I just think I haven't seen her in a while, and so it's hit me again. And you're like, whoo.
There's a reason why she was on pause, because she turned nasty.
She's well scary.
But she's horrible with it, though.
She is.
Like,
and it's like, you have to choose a side of the fence, don't you? You can't be like, I'm very rich and important. And, oh, yeah, it's really hard for me because I haven't got any money. I'm like, well, fucking which one is it?
Yeah.
I also had a moment of, who's Kirsten? And then I thought, oh, God, she looks exactly the same.
She has not aged a day.
Not a fucking day.
No part of her has aged. Like, the rest of them look 10 years older. She looks exactly the same. Her husband looks old.
He does.
He's aged.
He's not aged well. And obviously the kids have aged because they were babies. And
that
now,
was insane when you see them.
That boy, he is going to cause her sleepless nights. That child is just waiting to be arrested.
Right, yeah. He's a rich kid from the suburbs, drug problem waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's just screaming. I mean, that's just, they should just call that. I mean, like the haircut, the bleach starts in the hair. Like, Lord, what are you trying to do?
Oh, yeah.
Cash,
Yeah.
he's called.
And Kingsley, the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Like, where do you live? Do you think, like, that's very southern states, isn't it?
I don't know. But I loved her.
Country.
I loved her in New York, and I'm loving her on Girls Trip. I've always loved her. I've never understood why she had as much hate. She had a fantastic couple of seasons. She came in hot with Ramona. Like,
She was just like a bit of, people don't like her because she was like young and pretty, right?
yeah, I
And she was a
suppose.
bit of a dumb fuck, and then she was gonna have it. Genuinely, all I can actually remember of her in specifics is when she was gonna have a nail varnish line, and Carol was like coming up with names, and
The
she was
sexual
like,
names.
yeah, she was like thrust and gunt. She was like, no.
What's a gun? Oh, that sounds like something when you sneeze, it's green and it comes out. A gunt. Like, oh, gross. But I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying her. I think she's hilarious. I think she's funny. I think she's a good addition to the cast. I think we could
She's
do
winding
without Kelly.
Kelly up.
We could
God.
do without Kelly. I love the fact that Kelly seems to think that she's not crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
she's committed to that idea.
and then Dorinda didn't believe it until Dorinda
Dorinda's
watched
like, she's just a
Scary
bit
Island.
sensitive, and like it's easy to get bad press, and people can. I'm like, no, you're just talking about Dorinda now. And then she watches it and she's like, holy fuck, she's crazy.
This is exactly who she is.
And the mirroring, the like who is it? Who's like, you did go crazy over the gift bags. I think it was Sonia.
Sonia, yeah.
And yet she's bought fucking loads of swag.
But she wasn't doing it to get the promotion
To do
on the show.
whatever.
Yeah, she wasn't doing any of that.
No, of course not.
She was just Jenna Lyons in it. That's what she was doing. She was just being like the Jenna Lyons of Girls Trip.
I believe it like a good 40 to 60% with Jenna Lyons. I believe it 10% with Kelly.
Yeah. And I'm loving the fact that Kelly seems to think we, the audience, don't know it's a show.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah,
she's like,
she hasn't kept up though, has she? Like, she's in like season 1 New York, where like they don't understand, and whereas it's like, no, it's moved on. We all know about Andy, we all know about production, we all know, like, people broach the fourth wall, people have watched it, and she's like, oh, fucking Professor Google over here.
You super fan? No, it's popular culture.
This is called doing your research. I've turned up to work.
Yeah, I need to know what I'm doing, why I'm here, and who I'm with.
Equally, I fully believe, because Kristen is like tipped the other way.
Oh no, she's reminiscing. She's like, oh, I miss it. I really wish I was in a housewife. And her and her kids sit down and watch it. She's like, my mummy was a housewife.
Ooh.
But I do think Kelly is incredibly delusional. Like, why is she doing the show?
Why is she doing the show?
She obviously needs the money.
Well, she says she doesn't need the money.
That's bullshit.
Because if I didn't need the money, you couldn't pay me to go back to that house.
Why? They had a great time in that house.
No, but she didn't have a great time in that house, did she? Like, if
she wasn't in
her,
it. Well, she wasn't in that, was she?
But it's all like going to St. Bart's and being mad, isn't it? I just think she doesn't. Why would you? You are like, she's in a hard position, isn't she? Because I think she is crazy. But if she wasn't crazy, she's the fall guy for being crazy.
Yeah, 1000%. 1000%.
But the fact that she's like, don't call me crazy. I'm like, oh, I sort of feel like that's trying to shut the door after the horse has bolted, mate. There's no way of conveniently saying I'm not crazy. Like, there's no tone that it passes.
No.
Because people who aren't crazy don't have to say I'm not crazy.
No. But like, she goes off on these random tangents that have absolutely zero relevance to the topic. Like, I don't.
When I was 20, I had to get my education and be a model.
What's that got to do with anything?
What does that mean?
She was saying that she didn't leave her husband because she wanted to work on her marriage. What's that got to do with education? She wasn't talking about that.
And I don't think she was being like, she wasn't saying divorce is bad, and she wasn't saying, poor me, I was a housewife. She was saying, like, that wasn't what she was saying at
No,
all.
no, no. Yeah, I'm not
And
sure
like,
what
kind of
happened
being
there.
like, everybody thinks I've got this magical money tree. I was like, do they? But also,
Yeah,
you do then walk around, you do sort of pretend to be pretty well off.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
which is it?
And
Like, they're all
also as
saying they're
well,
poor, and then they're all like owning several properties in New York.
yeah, I mean, at the same time as well, like, just as like a PSA to everyone listening, if your husband is on his fourth wife, the chances are there's no money left for you. I'm just saying.
Also, if your husband's on Ashley Madison, if he's not cheating on you, it's because he's ugly. Like, that is through no lack of willingness for him to cheat on you on his part. I was just looking for some company. I just logged on with, no, fuck off. That's not true.
How would you, okay, so what would you do if you found out your husband was on this website?
This
Like, how
website is
would you?
exclusively for married people to cheat on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's his premise.
Yeah.
I think I'd assume he was cheating on me and I'd be upset. And
It's like Robin saying that wine empties cleans out his phone, and then that's not a red flag.
everyone's like, oh, girl. No. Just stop talking. Like, that's enough. Like, no. Would you like a shovel?
to hit him with, or to dig yourself a bigger
Just
hole? Because
just can the hole get deeper? Are we not breaching Australia at this point?
I don't know. So
he definitely cheated on her. I just don't know why she doesn't. Do you think she has chosen? I think she has chosen to believe that he hasn't cheated on her.
I think there wasn't a physical cheating. I think it was an emotional affair. Not even emotional,
He
because
sent
how emotional can you
33
get? But
indecent pictures, didn't he?
yeah, but I think it was more of an online thing. I don't think he physically did it. I don't know why. I just don't think he did.
Like, I think that's worse.
I've always said, me personally, if my husband had like a drunken fumble in a club or in a bar, and that was it, kind of, there was no contact after that, no contact before that, it was just like a random thing, that to me is a lot more easy to forgive than if there was like
a premeditated
messaging.
yeah, like
because
you
if it
didn't
was like
accidentally sign in and make an account on the website that people who were married cheat with other people who were married on.
yeah, I can see.
I mean,
how
I'm
that,
like real black and white. I'm like, no, my brain is too obsessive. I one strike and you're out.
yeah, fair.
But I've been very clear about that from day one. Also, my
Yeah.
husband doesn't have a social life, so he's not going to find anyone.
He might get tired of your bald jokes. Just saying. I'm gonna find a woman who really appreciates my hair. Isn't that what they always say? She listened to me. She appreciated me.
Oh,
she
there's
cared
tons
about
of people
what
who
I
fucking
said.
love his hair, though, don't they? So he's fine. He's getting that.
Oh, he's getting that ego stroked. Yeah. Who else is in it? Luann.
Luann is in it. Luann
And
is
she's
just
drinking
fucking
again.
horny.
And she's drinking again.
Yeah, it's gonna not end well, isn't it?
No, it's not. So far, she seems to be managing it. She's not getting wasted.
Yeah, but it's just so far. I love all her like pidgin languages.
I don't think you can call French a pidgin language.
I think you can when she speaks it. Like, she's not speaking French. It's like, où est le langage? Oui. Je suis Luann. Où est le chef? Mais oui, c'est bon, ça va. Où est le Renault Clio? Oui. J'ai attaché une parrette. Oui. J'ai allé à l'aéroplane. It's not French. It's for American or something.
I don't know if you're allowed to say all of that.
Is that bad?
I know, that was hilarious.
I think she has like gap year French.
Gap. Okay, fair.
Like I think she spoke French, but I think now she only uses French in like in a way that she's trying to fuck people. So like she can only
There's
like she
buzzwords.
can only she can only say like filth.
Yeah. Voulez-vous coucher?
Oui. Avec mon bouche.
Amuse ma bouche. All right, so let's actually try to like think about why she happened. So
okay, so they're on a tiny little plane. Everybody's upset about the tiny plane, and this also then buys into the idea that Kelly has bought another human's worth of weight in swag.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. Or did they send the luggage on the ferry?
Maybe they did, because they said like 98 kilos. That is a lot.
98 kilos is like a person.
It's not a small person.
No.
It's a big person.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't lift that. And they get into straight away like who's dating, don't they? That's a lot of the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly's complicated, and Ramona sort of has someone.
Yeah, she doesn't want to talk about it.
She doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And Kelly's is complicated.
Yeah. And Luann's single, Sonia's single.
Luann's single, Sonia's single.
Oh, but Luann's denying that she slept with the pirate.
No, isn't she saying that she did sleep with the pirate?
No.
Did she not?
No, she's saying that she didn't sleep with the pirate. She was
just
bringing
brought him home and they lay in bed together.
Well, I mean, yeah, and then he put his dick
in the other one,
vagina. It went in the bum, so it doesn't count.
Is that her actual line?
No.
All right.
I'm just saying that.
I was like, shit, I missed that.
He didn't shit and miss it.
But he did fuck Sonia in the garden.
Yeah. Good for Sonia.
Oh, she's a good time.
Were they wearing condoms? Because I feel like a quick Jimmy in the garden. Oh, I hope she went and got tested after.
I reckon she has a kind of every 6 to 8 weeks testing, don't you?
Yeah, or just a regular stream of antibiotics.
Yeah, just like a penicillin shot.
Yeah, every now and again.
She says, yeah, that they swapped semen.
Yeah, that was
like,
it.
That's not really swapping, though, is it? Like, swapping is a two-way street.
Yeah.
You just received semen.
You. Oh my god.
But they're all just like crazy horny cougars. Like, it's hilarious. In different degrees of like boldness.
I really enjoyed Dorinda's take on she just wants an old man that she could either push.
Old, nice, rich man.
Yeah, that she could push around to the wheelchair, wipe the snot off his face with a bib. Like, you know, she just wants like, I think
it's perfectly valid to not want to fuck a 20-year-old. I think I'm probably wise.
Yes, I would.
Yes, but who? Right, there's been several older celebrity women talking about this, hasn't there? Because Cher has talked about how like under 30 or nothing.
Okay.
And Jane Fonda has been like, oh yeah, after like 23, your skin goes downhill.
Oh yeah, she does. Jane Fonda does love a young man, doesn't she?
She says that she like now just doesn't do anything. She says that she can't even be naked in the dark, but she like ogles young men.
Well, I was gonna say, surely a 20-year-old would break a hip on her.
I just think 20 is so risky.
Because they don't know what they're doing?
I just think you could say you're 20, but you could be 16.
Oh no, don't say that. That's not okay.
20 is a child.
No, it's not.
It is when you're an adult. It is when you're 70.
Oh no, yes, 1000%. But I think 50 is a child when you're 70. Yeah, it's not for me that.
But we're still in they've like just arrived, can't they? Because then we like Ramona tells us how she like set her marabou feathers on fire.
ostrich
feathers.
on her arm. Yeah.
And so she's got burns. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why does this sound like so much bullshit?
I don't know. It sounds like a very Ramona thing to do. I could just imagine the whole thing,
I
and I
just
wish
think
someone had caught it on camera.
I just feel like that's not really going to be like an actual burn, is it? Like
She's probably had a tattoo done, and she's
yeah,
embarrassed
something
because she
like
made such a
that.
big
Yeah,
deal
yeah,
about like
yeah.
Leah having
That's it. I
tattoos,
fully think that's it.
and now she can't be on TV now with a tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I think you're bang on.
Yeah.
And then Kristen and Dorinda just get into it. Like, you're fired. You're on pause. I wasn't fired. I was put on pause. Like, everybody was fired and everybody is back.
But what everyone Kristen said was absolutely spot on, though. So it doesn't really matter because your show is gone. Huh?
Everyone agreed with her. Everyone was like, what you said was entirely right, and it was the wrong thing to say.
Yeah.
And that's very hard. I haven't learned that true.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. But Andy put her on pause because Andy didn't want to have to deal with Dorinda.
Because she's scary.
Yeah, she would have ripped him a new one.
And like, imagine like she's unemployed and in New York, she'll just fucking stalk him.
Yeah.
I just think you'd turn around and everybody would be like, that's her fucking car again.
Yeah. She's got nowhere else to be.
No.
What did she have to sell when Richard died? What did they sell?
Oh, one of the houses?
Was it a Lewinsky? No, that's the chick that blew Bill Clinton. What?
Oh, I saw a brilliant tweet. Was like, what was the worst career advice anyone's ever given you? And a fake Monica Lewinsky, or maybe the real Monica Lewinsky, was like, do an internship at the White House. It'll do wonders for your career.
Not wrong, though. That bitch just made money.
Yeah, but she was fucked over. I think if that happened now, we would all feel very like she was just like people.
Oh, she was completely destroyed. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for like an old dude taking advantage of her.
The best thing that ever happened to Monica, best thing that came out of Bill Clinton's affair was Hillary Clinton's career. She did really well.
They pay a lot of people off, though, don't they?
Mm.
There's a lot of sexual allegation.
Yeah, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I think while all the housewives play at like being, you know, some of them play at being prudish, some of them playing being slutty, I think we can fully accept that Bill Clinton is not a prude.
And a slut.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we've discussed this before. The idea of like the blowjob under the desk at work, I think is not okay. But when you're supposed to be leading a fucking country, mate, focus.
Yeah. These men don't care, do they? Anyway, what happens next? Where are they next?
Then so they don't do anything in this. There's no activities. They just go to eat and then they're in the house, which I love. Why are we pretending?
Yeah. And does Sonia get naked?
Sonia's always naked.
Yes.
And then Kelly and Kristen get into it. There's the first barbs of that of like, well, you've looked up everything. You're the Google. You're this. You
stop trying to be the host. And
that comes later.
Yeah, but when she said that, forgive me, I kept thinking she was referring to the host of the trip.
Yeah.
It took me until they said, you're not Andy Cohen. So I was like, oh, she means host.
But equally, like, we don't want to see them purely being friendly and not talking about what they don't want to talk about, do we?
No, I'm really enjoying the fact that they're old cast members from a TV show and they are talking about their time on a show. I'm loving that.
Someone has to be the force multiplier.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, she's not going to come out of this alive, I don't think, Gerson. Because then we have Dorinda because she's in the pool and they're having that, and then they're at lunch and Dorinda's like, eagles don't fly with pigeons.
Yeah, so Dorinda stole that from someone.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who. It was either a Potomac
in her head, has she?
No, it was a Potomac or an Atlanta housewife.
Yeah.
And I thoroughly enjoyed Sonia and Ramona putting it in their phone so they can remember to use it later.
Friend share. I love seeing them use technology, and I love how old they look using technology. And then when you see the flashbacks of when they were there 10 years ago, and you're like, this was a luxury house 10 years ago. There's fucking wires out of big, huge, ugly mounted TVs everywhere, and like Ramona's doing shit, like taking photos on an iPad. Oh, it looks so dated.
Can we talk about Dorinda's room?
Oh my God.
Now, I am the friend, okay, that goes on holiday, that gets locked out of the hotel room because I can't find the toilet. Every time I go on holiday with the girls, every single time, I'm that friend. I get locked out of the hotel room, usually naked or topless.
Of course naked.
And because I've gone out of the room thinking it was the bathroom.
The door. Yeah.
And I've closed the door behind me, and I'm like banging on the door for hours waiting to get let back in. Like, I'm that person. I've done it on holiday with Mike. I think the first couple of times we went on holiday together.
I've never done that.
I remember it really clearly. He opened the bedroom door and was like, stood there and was like having a go at me. He's like, why are you outside the room naked so the whole world can see you naked? I'm like, how about letting me back?
This wasn't my fucking plan, mate.
But you're stopping me from getting back in the room. Like, while you're standing there screaming at me, you're blocking my end. Like, I'm still out here naked. I'm still standing here. Like, it was, yeah. No, so I'm that friend. Now, I just kept thinking to myself, how would I cope in that room?
That room is intense. I think we would cope better. I don't think we would be as turned around as Dorinda.
I don't know. I honestly, Rosie, I don't know. A few drinks and that would be
she's
me.
Like, do they not have a toilet? Because there are those weird warped. She's right. It does look like the Guggenheim. There are those weird warped cream panels that you recognize the doors, but then the bathroom has a door that just looks like a wall, and I think that's really unfair. Because I'm like, you've double bluffed there, haven't you? You've been like, these are the doors, they're fucking weird, you can't tell. But then also that's the door.
Yeah.
Also,
no.
the pillows don't look like they have any pillowcases on.
No, they don't. They just look like pillow. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, there's not actually very much space in the room, is there? Because there's like 20 cupboards.
Yeah, and the bed's really close to all of the walls, isn't it?
Because the doors on the cupboards are fucking 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I'd just
be like, I'm only using these 2 doors, and the rest of that I'm just fucking leaving alone.
And I'd have them open, so I could
but then
see
you
that
can't get around.
Yeah, fair.
Maybe just have the one on like at the end of the bed on the right hand side open, and then you can't get down that side and be like, right, we don't go down there.
Yeah,
that side is cut off.
But
yeah, I genuinely thought, like, if there was like a fire alarm, she's not getting out of there.
No, that's her grave. That is where they will find her remains. That is not me though, because I'll be outside on the balcony trying to go to the toilet. I swear to God, you should ask Mike to tell you that story next time you see him. I think we were in Cyprus. I can't remember where we were.
I used to I have times when I sleepwalk.
Okay.
Not so much anymore, but like a lot when I was like 13, 14. And then I had one tour where I sleepwalked a lot, and I had to, so I'm staying in like digs and like B&Bs and shit. So I had to like make sure I had a room that had like an ensuite inside it. It couldn't be outside of another room.
Yeah.
And I had to put my keys in the sink and fill the sink with water. So I have to lock myself in.
Oh,
and then put the keys in the sink, so that I had to put a hand in the water and it would wake me up.
Wake you up.
Because
yeah.
Otherwise, I'd just end up, just wandering around a fucking B&B in Inverness naked, like and I'm just like, yeah, you can't just be wandering around someone's house who's agreed to let you stay there, but you have to not be a fucking psychopath. So this is in the bit where Dorinda is like befriending Kelly, and she's like, oh, actually, I'm not very confident, and thank you for being so vulnerable with me. And Dorinda's like, she's pretending that she's learned how to be a nice person.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they make so then Luann makes eggs de la Francais.
Okay,
whatever
explain this to me.
It's just eggs.
They're
She's
just like
said it was, but
creamy
it's
scrambled eggs, right?
It's fucking nothing, is it? It's just scrambled eggs.
Okay, because I cook and I don't even know what she's talking about.
I'm pretty sure like French eggs are going to be something more exciting than scrambled eggs.
With some chives cut on the top.
Also, it's breakfast. Have you ever met a French woman who eats breakfast?
No, never.
French breakfast is coffee.
Yeah, really good
and
coffee.
Cigarettes.
And Diet Coke sometimes.
Yeah, if you're under 40.
Yeah, exactly.
And so for some reason, like Dorinda makes like a smiley face in the eggs.
And gives it to Kelly.
Yeah.
I found that really patronising.
If that isn't goading someone to be insane, I don't know what is.
I thought that was really interesting choice of situation after you just...
It's saying something, isn't it? I don't know what it's saying.
There's volumes of words coming through that, and I don't quite know what they are, but they're screaming something.
And she's like, oh, that's lovely. But I think Dorinda thinks that Kelly has some kind of like social influence in New York that she would like. So I think she wants to be friends with Kelly. It opens
do you think
doors.
so?
Yeah. Because all the people who Dorinda has any money with and any of that, they're all dead. Like, there's not a fucking Kennedy left, is there?
It's not where I thought that was going. Yeah, I suppose all of the people that she knew that were important, yeah, they're all dead. Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, like I don't like getting on this plane. I know people. I'm like, you know, people have died on every plane. You know the Kennedys.
Yeah.
And that's when Kelly starts giving out all of her
swag bags.
Yeah. And that's the first episode.
Yeah. I've missed having them on my TV. I have. I didn't miss them, I don't think, when RHONY started.
Yeah.
Because I think we had Crappy Lake at the same time.
Yeah.
So I had my fill of legacy cast. But also, so I enjoyed seeing New York in a new way because it had got quite dark, didn't it? And it got quite morbid.
Yeah.
They were drinking too much. The racism. It was just,
there was like no
lot.
and the city of it. I know it's not Sex and the City, but you know what I mean? There was no...
Yeah.
There was just sad old women in a room.
Yeah. Whereas we miss New York. Like the whole...
Yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly. And I think now having them back, I need to have them on TV every week. I need to have them back as a permanent fixture in my life. Okay. I don't quite know in what capacity, because I don't want the new New York to finish. I want to keep the new New York. I want that.
Do you just want to see them go on holiday once a year?
No, I want to see them every day. I want to see their lives every day.
I'm not sure if I want that.
Yeah, okay.
Right now I'm just thinking I really want scrambled eggs.
Okay.
Sorry. So, we move into the second episode.
Yeah.
And that's when we get into the sort of sad Sonia of it all at breakfast or lunch or whatever. I don't know. They're around a table.
When they say that you don't call us back and we're not friends anymore. You don't
call us. And then, yeah. And she feels really sad. And then she sort of like has to promise them that she's not hanging out with other people, which is very sad. I'm like, I don't think that's... You can be upset.
No, I think that's specifically Bethany. I don't think that's just anyone else. I just think Bethany has burned the bridges with them so much by this point.
Except Sonia.
Well, I even still think that her and Dorinda still have some kind of relationship. But I think she could have said anyone else and it would have been fine. But because she said Bethany, I think because they were really upset that Bethany left and didn't tell them. That's exactly that. I mean, at the time, it's
so weird, isn't it? Because they just didn't see what was. I find it so hard. Maybe it's just I was a freelancer for a long time. I find it so hard the idea that you could be upset that a colleague left.
I think it's because she
like
didn't tell them, but she didn't tell them. She just left.
So I used to just leave all the time.
Yeah, but you're
sort of
not.
slightly, yeah, yeah, that.
Yeah, I can't think. I don't know what else to say, but yeah,
There's
just
no nice way of that at the end of that sentence,
no.
but I am
There's
that,
not.
yeah.
But I would just leave places too. I wouldn't really care. But
they're like super invested in this, like in what they believe the important parts of female friendship are.
yeah, and they
And
were
I think they,
friends.
yeah, they
Like
were
even,
friends with Bethany, and Bethany was always on a TV show.
but Bethany was on a platform to make Bethany strong again.
Whereas they weren't, because they were housewives.
Yeah, they had their money. They had all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't need anything else. Whereas Bethany was broke. She
Yeah.
needed Housewives to become who she is now.
Yeah. But I think in that row, Sonia looks so vulnerable and
Yeah.
sort of a bit broken.
Yeah.
In a way that, like, and so much of it does, I think, come back to them all being like divorced, and at what point in your life that happened, and who you were at that point.
Yeah.
Because Sonia is still hanging on to being the ex Mrs. Morgan, and she hasn't been that for so much of her life.
Decades.
Significantly more. Like, they were married for 6 fucking years or something, isn't it? Like, it's insane.
Yeah. And
But
she
that's
cheated.
like,
That's why they broke up.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't understand why she's so like.
But like, after the Countess was still the Countess, and she was still really into that, wasn't she? Until she sort of went, like, you know, she had some falling from grace, but then she kind of found herself
Into
again.
bushes and
Into
stairs.
bushes, into prison
Handcuffs.
cells.
Yeah. I might have to watch that Mexico
Toms,
trip.
pirates.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, reminiscing. Yeah, I think it's difficult because they all still. And I think that's the one thing about Ramona that people can't take away from Ramona. Once she made the decision to divorce Mario, that was it. Done.
Yeah.
She never spoke about him. She never brought it up. She never did the woe is me. She never really had any of that.
But she also didn't speak badly about him.
No, because her child was important.
Yeah, she just cut.
Yeah. And she tried to co-parent the best that she could. And from what I gather, they did a great job and everything is fine.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, like, it's, I think for a lot of those women, their divorce is, particularly for Sonia, like, it's the event of her life.
Yeah.
And because she's made it the event, that, like, she's stopped herself being able to do anything else.
Yeah.
So that's where I think it's really like, people are very, it's like a little touch paper, isn't it, when Kristen's like, but I am still married. Like nothing she says I think is directed at anyone else, but I can fully understand how they think it is.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing that
they
worry about. Yeah.
Yeah, but I genuinely don't think she means it as a barb, because I don't think she's that many steps ahead. And Kelly then starts up with how it was Bethany. Bethany made her look crazy. I'm like, but you let someone make you look crazy, and capital K crazy.
You didn't have to engage. You could have walked away. I don't think standing there and participating in an argument about jelly beans and being stabbed in your sleep and all the rest of it has anything to do.
And then the sobbing on the bed, and like just stop. Just literally, like, Bethany hit the nail on the head and she's like, go sleep.
Yeah.
But she's sort of like, she'd portrayed this idea of like whimsy, like, oh, I'm fun. I'm low maintenance. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are convincing?
You run in the middle of the street in New York City.
You
no part of you is low maintenance.
You want attention.
Yeah, no part of you is low maintenance.
No. Has she done something to her face jaw? I don't like it.
No, I mean, she's still strikingly beautiful.
Yeah, but she's also like hyper aware of that.
Yeah, her boobs are weird too.
Oh, I mean, there's fucking weird boobs all over the shop in that place.
But there's like the gap between the boobs is too wide. Like, and they sit high up. Like, it's just not a good boob job.
Old-fashioned boobs, isn't there? They're like those hard boobs.
It's not a good boob job. Not a good boob job.
But people weren't trying. They weren't trying to look like natural boobs, were they?
No, but there's
I
like
think
that.
people like slate the surgeons, don't they? And I think that is the effect that you asked for at the time. Like, you didn't go in with a picture of Dita Von Teese and be like, I'd like these tits. You went in with a picture of Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, but even Pamela Anderson's didn't look that bad.
They're like right up here in their like collarbone though.
Yeah, fair.
Ramona says she has a boyfriend, but she doesn't want to talk about it.
Fair. I'm
And
not mad
then
at
we
that.
get into fine. And then we get into the Luann and the Kelly and the hockey.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. And I think Kristen did us all a favour by standing up and asking to clarify.
Yeah.
During the dinner or whenever it was later on.
She was like,
we
are talking about hockey.
But I do think that Kelly's child really helped Kelly to understand what it was that was going on, where she said, you get so overexcited sometimes and you overpromise, and then
it's easy to do.
It is really easy to do. And I think Luann is the type of person as well who's going to ask you for something and not take no for the answer in the moment. So you're going to probably just say yes to shut her up, but then she holds you to it.
Yeah, I think that's like that's like titled entitlement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that's what comes from me. Like, people should want to do me a favour.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like the Countess situation, isn't it? Where she thinks that people owe her something.
But also, why? So what is Kelly's connection with the hockey?
I'm assuming she's banging someone on the team, or she knows someone who, or she was banging someone on the team or something. But I would like to go to a Rangers game. Just as a side thought.
I couldn't tell you a thing about ice hockey.
I mean, I don't understand the
neck
rules.
guard thing.
Yeah.
Now that, because we discussed that this week.
Yeah, I don't know anything about. I don't know the rules.
But
all
like, are they?
I enjoy watching it.
It looks hot. It looks painful.
It is, but they're all really. Their bodies are insane.
Anyone who how can you see them under that shit? They're like,
oh, I don't know. There's something, I don't know. They still look good.
That's just body armor, isn't it?
And I love when they're like, I love men that are a bit banged up. Like, you know how Dorinda was explaining how Ideal Man who can go outside and chop wood, and then like do this, and he's just a bit rugged, and then he's like, that's kind of that for hockey players for me. Less teeth the better type thing.
Yeah. Okay. So how famous are ice hockey players in New York though? Is this a big deal? Is this like a Premiership footballer? Okay.
Yeah, everyone would know.
I've never heard of the Rangers.
Really? Not even from
the only
Friends?
Rangers I've heard of are like the Power Rangers and the
not the Power Rangers.
The Forest Ranger. So Luann's all upset because she wants to meet a rich ice hockeyist. And Kelly can't offer that. And Kelly's like, but if you want to be friends, like, we can be friends. And she's like, no, I don't really want to be friends. Like, I just want to get some D. That's all she's after all the time.
Trying to catch a dick here. What is the matter with you?
They're so horny.
Really? I'm not that horny, and I am a good 30 years younger than them.
Maybe that's because you're getting it though.
Yeah. True.
Then Ashley Madison comes up, or whatever they think it's called. Dolly Madison?
Yeah. Dolly Madison sounds way better than Ashley Madison. Production's on fire with this.
Oh, when they were like choosing the rooms, and Ramona's like, it's fine, and then they're like, it was not fine.
No.
It was not fine with Ramona. Like, I don't think we needed that. We'd clocked.
Yeah.
And then they've like ordered young men for dinner. It's so creepy. Like, they don't even pretend to go out to a bar anymore, do they? Just like, we've had 64 kilos of seafood on this weird table decoration. And then, boom, we've ordered some 25-year-olds.
Could you imagine if men did that?
Ordered a load of women.
Yeah, and younger women.
And we would entirely be like, those women are prostitutes. Whereas I didn't think that of those men, though I am now thinking it now.
No, I don't think they were prostitutes. I think they were paid to be there. But I don't think prostitution
Like
is their general gig. No, I know. It's not their like normal gig. I
Not
just
their
think,
day-to-day, like day-to-day they're bartenders.
yeah.
But they will sleep with people for money.
Yeah. I love the way that the guy was talking to Luann and called her handsome or whatever, and then Sonia ran in across the room like she saw her running from like way over there. I invited you. You can't talk to her.
And one of them's the chef. What is the house boy called? I felt bad for the house boy, but
Marvin?
I thought, I think
No.
is it just Martin?
Martin, it might be Martin, yeah.
I felt worried for Martin, but then I'm like, no, I think he's complicit.
Oh, 1000%. I thoroughly enjoyed when he dropped the coffee when he was reminiscing about the night before.
Yeah, but he didn't drop the counter, so he did well in the dancing.
Yeah, because Dorinda said she was worried, wasn't she? She didn't think she was going to come back
up. But yeah, I mean, those boys, they look terrified.
Oh.
At least two of them, you just thought they're just trying to find out the exit. And some of them were like really psyching themselves up, like, I'm gonna have to sleep with that woman.
Yeah, but what did they think was gonna, like, what was the pitch
I think
for them to turn up?
they were gonna go and it was gonna be a party and there'd be people there.
Oh.
Like it was gonna be 100 people there and they were just coming in to like be sort of young and move up the dance floor a bit. As opposed to being like, you're the only people here. Can you imagine? Yeah. And then people start, and Dorinda's like, do their mothers know they're out?
We need to send them home with a snack. Some carrot sticks. Some hummus. Maybe a cracker. Like,
and they just don't listen to them at all. They're talking, and that guy's like, "No, it's my birthday," and they're like, "Yeah, so you've got a driving license." And he's like, what? One of them gets behind the bar, and you're like, "You're just using that as a shield." You're like, "I'll just go around here and mix some drinks."
There isn't anything sexier than a man who can mix a drink. No, I don't think. Just like the movement of the hands and the way that they like do, it just makes you think about other stuff.
Yeah, it's like playing a musical instrument.
Yes, exactly that. Yeah. Exactly that.
Like, that's very impressive, and it does show a level of dexterity that I'm interested in.
I mean, yeah, I'm into it. What else can you do?
Circular breathing. I'm down.
Travis Barker and his drumsticks.
That doesn't require any circular breathing though.
No, but it doesn't. But it requires good hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, excellent, and like rhythm, everything.
And he could be doing two different things at the same time
I
with
think
two different hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah. My mind has wandered. What are we talking about?
I don't know actually, because I think
none of the... But none of them fuck any of them boys, I don't think.
Not that we know of anyway, unless they're just past showing us that now. Have they evolved? Is that what that is?
Right. I think they're right about the bungalow. The bungalow is the answer. A, because you can find the fucking door. But also there is a level of, I bet they've got their own entrance exit situation going on.
Can we talk about how exhausted they all
from going up the stairs?
I just feel like that was so relatable. When they all get to the top of the stairs, they're all like,
whoo! But these are people who fucking own workout gear.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be tired at the bottom top of those stairs, but I don't own fucking workout gear.
I know. And Luann is really fit, isn't she? Like, she works out hard, and she's like, gets to the top of the stairs. She fully does sport. Like, it's not just working out, is it? Like, she surfs, she plays tennis. Yeah.
Like, those are like prolonged activities.
Prolonged activities.
And so then it's like the morning after, and Sonia is naked. Sonia's always naked. She's naked in the pool. She's naked. Fair enough. She's naked in her room, but she just seems to be permanently naked. She's getting dressed fully naked in front of the camera crew.
And they're trying to leave to go to wherever they're going to.
And Ramona's like, it is 10:23. You have 0.7.5 minutes. It's going to be 10:40. I'm like, whoa, you were just stop. Nobody goes anywhere at 45 anything.
No, I do.
Not when you're trying to harangue those women.
No.
Like, if you want them to leave at 11, you've got to say 10:30.
Yeah.
Realistically, if you say 10:45, nobody's expecting that not to be 11, which means it's going to be past.
Yeah. That is the one thing about these girls' trips that I couldn't do.
The hours of waiting.
The lack of respect of my time. I can't do it. I'll give you a bly once, maybe even twice, but like 3 times and we're rolling. And you're not coming out.
Like, well, I've gone and I've had dinner.
What?
I just be like, well, I've gone. I've had dinner. I couldn't wait.
I went to
and then I closed the tab. You got to buy your own dinner now. It's those articles that you see, those articles that are like how to do your makeup and cut your makeup routine down to 10 minutes. I think I could probably work it up to 10 minutes if I was really trying.
Yeah, like I feel like it's a struggle for me to do 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes is like if I've got to dry my hair.
Yeah. Having a shower.
But yeah, these people are having hours of glam.
Yeah, I can't do it. No. Can't do it. I mean, I can if I'm going somewhere, then I'm having glam. I can have that. But like,
I've never had anyone do my makeup.
Oh, I used to have glam all the time before I had kids.
Really?
Yeah. I had a glam girl that used to come to my house.
Really? We've got different lives.
Yeah.
So then they're going off to the cooking lessons and they're doing their cameos in the car.
I love that. It is true though. As a person who's ordered a cameo from Sonia, if I get one from her, Ramona, and Leanne,
what a win!
Like, my life is made.
Absolutely. And they're like, and Sonia's really on it because she needs that money, and Luann loves it, and then Ramona's not got the app open.
Yeah. Do you think she's even on Cameo? And Sonia reminds them all that they have selected memories because she's like, no, because you did do this, and then no, you did do that, and they're still denying it. But then production are coming in here with the receipts, so when they watch it back, they're gonna be like, oh shit, and Sonia's gonna be like, I told you.
I'm on OnlyFans. Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
I love. Dorinda was on OnlyFans and she did a cookery lesson, and then she was like, and then someone wanted to see me naked. I'm like, what did you think? No one's on fucking OnlyFans to watch cooking lessons, babe.
Well, there are quite a lot of chefs on OnlyFans that do private
with their ass out.
I don't at that part. I don't know. But all I know is that I wouldn't be on OnlyFans unless I was fully willing to expose the breastises.
Yeah, I think that's the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like going on Ashley Madison to find a friend. To find someone to discuss current events with.
There's a documentary about it on Disney. And I want to watch
Ashley
it
Madison?
now. Yeah. I keep seeing it pop up and I don't watch it. And now I'm thinking I might have to watch it now.
People keep talking to me about the Twin Flames documentary.
Oh God, no, I can't. I can't do cult stuff. It's too much for me because I get so mad and I get so angry at the people.
I quite like. I find them very intriguing, but I only watch ones where everyone's already dead.
Oh, okay. So there's no like residual problems.
Yeah, like it's
heartache.
happened.
Yeah. And then they go in the smokes, those cars that they had in New York.
Oh yeah, like those little pretend
tiki cars.
Little golf cars. Like a golf cart, isn't it? Yeah. Like
and Kelly can't get hers to go.
They can't. No, they can't do anything.
And then production give all the flashbacks of how Luann can't drive. That was brilliant. I loved it. I just love the fact that they have this historic footage of these ladies pretending that they're not who they actually are.
Yeah,
and production be like, we've known you for 17 fucking years.
Warts and all, babe.
We know everything about you, and here is the footage. Like, I love that so much. You just don't get that with any other cast. Like, you just
because now
Orange
they
County.
know. Now they know that it's a TV show, but they didn't know.
No, and they go to their cooking class, and Kristen absolutely freaks out because he butchers
like
a fish. Like, I can't stand people that eat meat and fish and can't witness it being prepared.
And
That doesn't, it doesn't make sense to me.
I just didn't. I was like, it wasn't gross. Like there are definitely things that you could see. Like I don't know. Like if you had like a whole pig or something, and you were like taking out all the intestine stuff, I can see how that would be like off-putting for people. But like a fish, like it's just not even that much stuff, is it?
No, it's not.
I just think I was like, how bad can it
And
be? Like
fresh
you've had
fish doesn't
children.
smell either, really.
Yeah.
So
And then Kelly, because Kelly hates her, she goes like the other way and she's like, it's poetic. I'm gonna come in my pants watching you cut this fish up. I'm like, I don't think it's quite that exciting. Calm down.
no. But there was something very sexual about the way he was manhandling that fish. I was fully on Dorinda's rant
Okay.
about him. Yeah, I was here for it. I
Okay,
was here
again,
for
I
it.
just think that they're like fucking horn dogs.
They are, but I was here for it.
Maybe it's the musical instrument argument again, though. It's like good dexterity.
I just like him. Yeah, I
Or
think
have you got a
anyone
knife
who,
kink?
I don't think it's just a man thing. I like anyone who's good in the kitchen who can use a knife. And I don't know, there's just something very sexy about it. Yeah.
About knives or being good at things?
Both.
Really? The knife thing is so common and I don't get it.
I think I like seeing someone who can use a knife properly.
You
I
want someone to
don't.
cut your clothes off?
No, I'm not into that.
Okay, fine. Yeah, no, me neither.
No,
I don't
you
want any of
can't
that.
come near me with a knife. I'm not.
Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
So it's just a skill thing. It's not
Yeah,
the
it's the
actual
skill. Yeah, yeah,
blade.
yeah, yeah. No, I can't. No. God, no. I'm scared of knives.
Oh, it's super common though.
I
People have
know.
loads of people have a knife kink.
No, I don't. I have
Maybe
some
just loads of
kinks, but
people I
that's
know.
not one of them.
I mean, be yourself. No shaming here, but just be careful.
Yeah, it's the fear factor for me. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just the fear factor for
I
me.
just
Like
think I'm gonna get stabbed.
if you don't have any fear of it,
Also,
go in
and
and
like
go
the
hard.
expense, I just think I don't want people cutting my clothes up. Just, I barely like clothes in the world. Like so few clothes do I actually approve of.
Fair.
Um, then they eat the food, and Sonia talks about how she's got her plastic lined bag.
Yeah, love that.
Like she's got like built-in doggy bag facility. She has a cool bag that looks like a handbag.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
Yeah.
basically what it is. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
cool bag handbag.
Cool. Yeah. She's got that wine bra, hasn't she? You just know she has.
Yeah. If she wore a bra, then she would definitely have it. I don't think Sonia wears underwear.
No, I don't think she wears underwear. And then we get, because we see her like weird stickers in the first episode. She's got like cleavage stickers and
Oh yeah.
they've got tit tape, they've got under tit, side tit, face tape. There's tape. There's so many types of tape. They're like basically entirely adhesive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
then they're
can't
all
even.
pussies about it because they're like, oh, it hurts when you pull it off.
It does hurt when you pull it off.
But I used to, when I made for the burlesque troupe, like they used to use carpet tape to do their pasties and stuff. So that like fucking canes. That's like
Yeah.
really, really hard, like
Well,
properly
I've seen
sticky.
Kim Kardashian tape herself with duct tape and then rip it off.
Duct tape is quite splittable though.
But still,
Carpet tape is
carpet tape is
it
hardcore.
takes, yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. And then we get into we go back to Kristen and her husband and how they didn't want to get divorced and she worked on it, and then for some reason this completely agitates Kelly and she's like, I don't have your life, you don't have my life, I don't have your life. I'm like, what is the point? And I think everybody is going, sorry, what is the point?
Yeah.
And I don't know why Kelly's so upset.
I don't know. Kelly doesn't know why she's so upset. Kelly is not right. There's something very wrong with Kelly.
She doesn't like people who are younger than her, I think.
No, she doesn't.
And is she a snob? Does she like people to have had a formal education?
Maybe, but I just don't think that if you take your clothes off for a living, you have the right to be a snob about anything.
Anyone really cares if you've got a degree.
Like, I just don't think you have the right to. I don't appreciate snobbery regardless. I think it's unnecessary. It's uncalled for. But I think if your whole main purpose is to stand still and look vapid and to take your clothes off, you don't have the right to be a snob about anything.
I sort of think though, like all those sort of posh posh New York women, they were all told like go to uni and find a husband,
Yeah.
weren't they? And I think she
Yeah.
thinks it's not fair. She's bypassed that. Like she hasn't put in the time. She got a
Yeah, fair.
husband without having to do uni.
Yeah.
But it seems, and I guess Kirsten's sitting there sort of going, I have sort of won.
Yeah.
But has she though? Because she's just sitting there with her husband who's cheating on her.
I know, but
She's telling the world, she's treating us all like we're stupid.
But she has the lifestyle that she thinks that she wants. So in her head, she's winning.
Yeah, and maybe she is. She's probably winning over Sonia.
Yeah, fair.
I feel sad for Sonia.
Yeah, there's like I said, the light's gone out. There's something missing.
Yeah. Then they go back and Dorinda watches Scary Island.
No. Yes.
No?
Yes, that is what happens. And then they get ready to go out for dinner. Or is that the next day?
Oh, I don't know. Look, it literally all blurs into one.
Yeah, because I
just a
can't
series
remember
of getting
the third
changed
episode.
and having dinner. I think we might be in the third episode by now. Who can tell?
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, because I really liked the orange dress that Sonia was wearing, and she showed everyone her pretty little kitty in the back of the
van. In the car.
Yeah.
Where were they going then?
They were going for dinner. And this is the dinner that
we just
we
have the same conversations. No, they just have the same. It's like a continuation of a theme, but it's a different dinner.
Oh,
because this is the lunch after the fish. They gut the fish, then they cook the fish, and then they go back. It's the next day, or it's dinner, or Dorinda watches Scary Island. Kelly talks to her daughter. I feel so bad for the kids. It's like in Salt Lake. Like I was like, I feel really bad for Brie. Is Brie looking after those kids? All of those kids?
It felt like that when she was picking them up from school. Yeah.
She's looking after 3 kids and going to school while her mum is on holiday for a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then having to be her mum's therapist.
Uh-huh.
And potentially dealing with her lunatic of a grandmother.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. And Kelly's daughter is having to be the sort of, like, it's sort of sad, isn't it? Like, the person you ring is, like, if I have a row with my friends, I don't tell my kids about it. I would ring a friend.
Yeah, but her kid's 20-something.
So?
Yeah, I just think...
I suppose you know they're going to have your back, aren't they?
And also, as well, like, they're in that level of teenage girl drama.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, so this is the sort of level of intelligence we're working with here. We're still working with kids who are like in their 20s, still having fights with their girlfriends that are ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're able to assist you on how to navigate it. Yeah.
Your boyfriend looking at someone else's boobs. So I think it's all the same day, because then they go out to dinner because Kelly comes out and people are like, did you nap? Did you shower? And she's like, and she says, no, my hair smells like an aardvark.
I missed that nugget. An aardvark? Is that an anteater? What is an aardvark?
It's not an anteater because it's bald. It's like an armadillo if you took the outside off, I think. Oh. So they're like eating. They're outside and the weather's starting to kick off a bit, isn't it? And then they sort of, it's all getting a little bit tense and they're getting ready. And that's when she tells Kristen that she's hosting.
Yeah.
And she's like, what I think she's saying is like, you're not being genuine.
Yeah.
It's contrived.
Yeah. But I think that is who Kristen is. I don't think she's doing anything out of the ordinary. I think she's being who she is. Yeah.
And I think that is a problem. Like, I wouldn't want to hang out with that person.
Fair.
But Kelly does it in such a way, like the fact that Kelly, she's saying it like it's a revelation. And she wants her to be like, oh my God, I've been found out. I must stop. I don't want to break the fourth wall and let everyone know that this is a TV show. And because she doesn't do that and she just comes back at her, Kelly again looks crazy. Because it's like she's been in a fucking time warp for 20 years and she doesn't know the gig. It's like, you're not Andy Cohen. Like, it's like, no. It's like, oh yeah, like you speak Bravo. Like, what do you mean?
Don't we all speak Bravo? Isn't that why we're great people?
I just think I'm like, how dumb are you that you've just gone on holiday with people you don't know, like that you don't like, and you've not looked into this?
Yeah.
Like, she seems very gullible. Is that what you're telling us, Kelly? That you would just go on holiday with anybody?
Yeah, probably.
Oh dear. And then they get in the car, and Sonia flashes everyone. But she's been naked permanently, hasn't she? In this.
Yeah.
So surely no one cares.
But then they have dinner, and then they go back to the villa, and they're just all naked in the pool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. But that's what those holidays are for, right?
Absolutely.
That's the joy of the Caribbean, isn't it? Because it gets dark at like 6 o'clock, regardless what time of year you go, and then you're not going to get sunburned. Might as well.
It's perfect for you.
Great.
Yeah.
Then you just got to deal with mosquitoes and you're fine.
Oh God, the mosquitoes.
And obviously not being able to find your toilet in your room. That's it. It is a romp.
It was all of the little bits in it for me that made me cackle, like the sarcasm and the references and the kind of trip down memory lane and all of the whole package. I just think it's going to be. They're only 8 episodes, Girls Trips, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think it's sad that I've already gone through 3.
Okay. I think what's interesting is that because we know Ramona is so cursed and we know she's out, but she's sort of out already. She's like slightly, like there are moments where I thought, is she haunting them? Like, are other people aware that she's there? Because she doesn't really interact.
Yeah.
She's become the Ken.
Yeah.
But, and I don't really, does she, like you said you really enjoyed seeing her, but does she bring anything?
Yeah, she does. She is enough of a presence where she changes the dynamic when she's in the room.
Because she's just still being rude to staff.
Yeah, and she's quietly saying stuff to people in the background, and she's doing all of that. Like, she still has that.
Doing the mad eyes, tottering about.
With these crazy eyebrows that she's got now.
Oh God,
yeah. I don't like the fact that I enjoy seeing her. I hate that for myself. I'm so disappointed, but.
So where's the big row coming? Do you think it's going to be Kelly and Dorinda?
I think it's going to be Kelly and everyone. But yes, Kelly and Dorinda is going to be the.
I think there'll be a good Kelly and Dorinda. I think there might be a Luann and Dorinda. Lorinda?
Yeah. Dorinda's going to really make Kelly lose it.
Yeah, because she's so mean.
Yeah, she's so
Bethany
mean.
wasn't mean.
No, she was just very factual.
She was mean, but she wasn't cruel.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Whereas Dorinda is cruel.
Yeah. And it's not even to be kind, it's just cruel.
It's just cruel to be cruel. She's like Mrs. Is it Miss Havisham?
From Annie?
No. Okay,
that's not Miss Havisham.
From Great Expectations.
There we go. Who is in Annie?
Miss Daddy Warbucks. I don't know. What is she called? Miss. Yeah, it's like that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm not happy, so no one gets to be happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. I love seeing them. In fact, it would be again over several franchises. I love seeing people fall off a pool float.
It's one of my favorite things as well. It's even
I'll watch Sonia do it. I'll watch Angie K do it. I'll watch anybody do it.
It's when it happens in real life and you end up howling in front of the person that you don't know. And you're like, shit, sorry.
I'm sorry, but I did film that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I think it's really wise that they've like put the like houseboys like behind some glass for their like protection day to day in the kitchen. I think that is a good idea. So that they're just not groped all the time.
It's absolute genius. All right, so that is us for a week.
No, it's not. In a week, it's we're not here.
No, I mean for a week. Like we're done. Like we're not recording.
We're not here next week.
Yes.
We're not here next week because next week is Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Do you have any Christmassy thoughts?
No.
No, neither do I.
None. I just hope everyone is happy, healthy. People enjoy themselves.
And if you're not happy and healthy, if you're being, crazy, do film it, send it in, make a pilot.
But just don't put too much pressure on yourselves. It's not about the pomp and circumstance. It's about spending time with the people that you want to be around, and alcohol, loads of alcohol.
It was so highbrow. Yeah, this time of year is hard. Get through it whichever way you can.
Absolutely.
I kind of like Christmas, but even that, I'm ready to just want to hunker down a bit now.
So we will be back the first week of Jan. Maybe before then, if I can get it together.
But if not, we'll expect to be dropping on the 1st of Jan. God, what a day. Monday the 1st of January.
That's a shit way to start the year, isn't it? On a Monday.
It's the real 1st of January of the week, isn't it?
But yeah, so
we're on Christmas break. We really appreciate you all being with us all year. We wish you very Merry Christmases, a Happy New Year's, and we'll be there to get you through the start of the year soon.
Absolutely. All right. Take care, ladies and gents.
Night.